Also, if you're too used to hog on silver, oh, I know for iPod viewers. I was gonna say for the live viewers as well, but if you are too used to hog on silver, you'll be wondering, but why does the gym look this shit? Yeah, that's an aspect of it being Gen 2, where they can't have the intricacies as a Nintendo DS was able to have in 2009. As they can do. Also does mean there's no double barrels either. Even though this is supposed to be like a double barrel, it isn't. That wasn't a thing until 2002. The letter bird's already trying to find a way to confuse me because it has nothing else up its sleeve. Nothing. But it seems to be working. Twice. Right, man's a break free. No poison, and immediately confused again. Typical. Oh, so it does have an attacking move, not that it wanted to use it, even though I was already confused, and I hit myself in confusion again. I would just like to know how. Oh my fucking god, how are you hitting this many supersonics? 55% accurate, not even I'm that accurate. And I fainted to a level 10 letter because I could not get myself out of confusion without completely breaking free. At no point was I given the fucking opportunity. This is the thing that will only annoy me. My joggers have some like classes thing that you can use to tie them up, and somehow I've only got one part visible and the other one is stuck somewhere. And I can't find where. I'm not wanting to resort to pulling the whole thing out because that would be way too much effort. How has it done this? How does it always do this? Where is it? This only annoys me because I've had it happen way too many, like, so often. I cannot actively feel where it is. That's the worst part. It's like it doesn't exist anymore. I may have to just pick it up. Not be able to find it and still be annoyed that I managed to hit myself so many times in confusion. And I was only able to hit it when I completely broke out. What kind of shenanigans are that? And we're already 5 minutes into the VOD. Is that to set the tone for the rest of the stream going terribly? Or because I said I would be having to do some shenanigans in one time, the game's already trying to punish me for even considering time travel? Because this isn't Crystal where you're able to, well, able to do that in the no. No, it's not Crystal. Able to do that Hogwarts or Silver. Except it's through an event. And let's say through the sword, I wish they allowed you to do it anyways, but no. We gotta have that be an extra bit. Would have actually been great if they had it just be part of the story. I don't like the most in-depth thing in the world, but they still could have included it. It says it's the lace that's on the joggers, it's still annoying me that it's just disappeared. But it really does feel like I'm able to feel it going round, and at some point it just stops. I'm gonna have to turn the webcam off, this is annoying me that much. And also, it's the fucking thing to continue recording. I did not want to press. Well, this is gonna look slightly weird for the VOD. Fine. VOD views, you missed nothing. Then again, it's not like anyone watches the part 1 of the VOD. Instead, someone, for some reason, decided to dislike the live stream of the previous stream I did. Just one random person out of fucking nowhere. The only reason I noticed it is because it had, had more views than like the rest of my more recent streams. And this is specifically the one, well, the YouTube one that's just put into the live section. The one that would have the whole, like, 10+ minutes of nothingness at the beginning. Yeah, someone decided to dislike that. Not even, like, put a comment on it, just saw it to be like, dislike. Yeah, why? If it's someone I know trying to be a dick, then why? If it's someone I don't know, then I can still ask the same question of why. It just doesn't make any sense. Because that's always the worst part of the likes and dislikes of like, you don't have to explain yourself explicitly as to why, or just put, like, a one-word answer. But now that if they try to implement that feature of, like, if you do like or dislike it, then people would hate it and try and find ways around it. Which, I mean, I know you're gonna say, well, are people really gonna see it? Well, there's a YouTube extension to have said that they come back. The people obviously are gonna see it if I'm able to see it. Not like I have a percent on it, making it so that dislikes would be hidden. I mean, that was what you could do, and that's what people normally did if they had a video that was not received particularly well. Is it the only stream that someone has done it to? I'm pretty sure no. I have not exactly gone back to look, but it doesn't help me. Because who is the one person disliking it and why? I would rather know why. It just had to be a mystery that would just hang over me. You know, like, why do they make the decision to have it so that the movesets for Pokemon in this game were mostly terrible? Like having it so that the strong bugs barely learn strong bug moves in the first place, or Pinsir barely being able to learn any. I think it does get Fury Cutter at least, but it doesn't even get Mega Horn, because that was supposed to be a pretty sure an exclusive move initially. And then, what, Nidoking got it? Gen 3? Really? They couldn't think of any more? No, we're just gonna think of more psychic moves that are just status boosts. I mean, Canadian bug type, I'd still say is overall the most screwed over type. I know Psychic was can be nerfed, but you could still use it, and there's a lot of poison types around. And Psychic on a Kadabra is still going to do really well. Meanwhile, I don't even have a bug move to speak of, and even if I did, it wouldn't be great. That's because even when they did make new bug moves, yeah, like I said earlier, they wouldn't give it to many, or be like, it's better used on a mon that isn't even bug type. Like Pin Missile on Jolteon. That's really helpful in Gen 1, surprisingly. But that's like the only extra mon it's on, because I think normally it's just with the Beedrill. Yes, it definitely improved the bug type over time. It was not worth using one. Not even Pocket Pincer in this game. Nice to have, looks cool, but to actively use? Nah. There's a lot of a better. Yes, he put to sleep. But no matter what, his Fury Cutter is gonna be ward resisted. I was hoping for the confusion at this point. The confusion from the confusion. Am I needing to worry that much, or should I just, from this point on, use Poison Powder? Yeah, the Great Attack definitely does more, and really? Oh no, I have been lit. How will this affect me? Not at all is the answer. Okay, that part of it helping with mons being level 30, yeah, does not affect me because they only did that for trades. I wish I was joking, but they know that for that would be really dumb if it was also, well, if it could also affect mons that you caught. I mean, yes, that would make it so that it would stop you from getting a mon on level 100 way before you should. But then it would make it so that all of them are just impossible because of how much you have to overlevel for those. So if it was like a normal playthrough and you could have that as an option where your Pokemon cannot go over a certain level before a gym, then fine, it's like a self-imposed challenge. But like a permanent thing, nah. Also, I'm not teaching Friendly Curicle just yet. What I'm gonna do is have a rival battle. And likely lose. Because fire types are fun, aren't they? especially powerful ones. And I'm having to switch immediately. Oh, you thought you could try and put me to sleep just because I put the Cypher to sleep? How crafty of you. It's not gonna save you though. Oh, now you can learn Nightshade. It's not going to do the most amount of damage in the world. Oh, good. It's the closest thing to a dark move we're ever gonna have. I don't know how fast Kulava is. But I'm faster, I can put it to sleep. I hope it doesn't just go for Flame Wheel immediately. No, it will. I didn't know as much as I wanted. Okay, it has Ember. But what the fuck is your special defense? And also, we have a speed tie of swords, is what I saw. Oh, oh. And I'm burnt. Okay, and won the speed tie. Fuck it. Not like I'm standing that much of a chance, I'm slow. The Nightshade can do something, but I don't think I'm surviving that. Or if I am, it's gonna be on the skin of my teeth. I'll have to do that, it's fine. Oh wait, it had Bite instead. And I thought it was gonna flinch me, because that's all they ever like to do. Somehow I rarely get the flinch, and they'll get it so many times under the sun will be ridiculous. I may have to put this in next scary. Oh god. If they don't get the flinch, then they just get a critical instead. Yeah, that's been much better. Which I know I cannot say that's back-to-back crits, but I mean Nightshade doesn't crit anyways, but how did you get two crits in a row like that? I honestly thought that could have gone a whole lot worse, and if I didn't have irons, yes, absolutely, I would be bugged. Oh, you hate the weak, but you hate all bug types, and yet the bug types beat you. Figure that one out. Does that just prove that you were weak because you couldn't defeat some bugs? Especially when one is a small spider, and one is a little butterfly with some psychic powers. Not even mentioning the bug fungus. That is weaker than it should be, honestly. How it has not had a full-on evolution. A new one. Oh. I mean, is it still 4 or 5? Or at least it's low 400s for Parasect. It was bad back in the day. Still is now, and the fact that they just will refuse to improve it is stupidity. Ah. Do I have repels? No, I didn't. I know I had some and then ran out of all of them. So we'll have to suffer through the encounters together. Oh wait, unless the thing that I was trying to do earlier wasn't going to activate until I had beaten the gym. Right. Yeah, I was getting way too ahead of myself, wondering why does it exist, forgetting it has to. I went to another zoo in this goddamn forest. I thought they were supposed to live in caves, I guess not. Right, if I go from down there, is it gonna work? There we go. From the front definitely looks fucking weird. Oh, come on, I just turned left. No, on this rate, none of the encounters are ever going to be shiny because it's full art. And it really does feel like in Gen 2, the odds are just somehow worse. Well, that could be because you're just actively slower. But it feels like the game then runs at either 30 or 15 because it's a Game Boy Color. Because if Game Boy Advance had 60, so I can only assume at least 30? I'm not trying to be the snob thing between 30 and 60, because yes, I understand that 60 plays better. I absolutely understand that. But it's not going to be so much of a deal breaker that as soon as it's 30, it's like, oh, this is disgusting. I can't play it. No, because it's worse game. I tried to go for 60 and it doesn't work well. Right, there was an item in here, I'm pretty sure. Yes. Full heal. Second. The one in the green hair. Luckily, headbutt is a TM that you can buy over and over again. Or at least you should be able to. So that if you want to catch Pokemon from the trees, it is possible without being screwed over. What is annoying though is that I have to go back down south just so I can even start catching the mons I want. And I'm pretty sure it's just for these two mons I need them for, and somehow none of my mons can learn headbutt. It's just using your head to literally hit a tree. Oh, so in Gen 7, Butterfree can learn Headbutt. Okay, it's not helpful that I'm seeing a lot of mons that can learn in like Gen 7. Hey, Aaron. How you doing? Well, at least I know that a Rattata can learn Headbutt, and an Ekans, and Pikachu, and Sandshrew. I think we are just gonna have to just catch a Sandshrew. I mean, it's lucky that we're playing Pokemon Gold, so it's in Union Cave. It's right outside. No. That would have taken so long and been so painful that I would rather jump off the cliff than do that. I'm not going to be escaping the Oddish. Too many weeds everywhere. Even though it's flat. And there are no weeds about, I still keep on running into them. Do I have many Pokeballs left? Okay, I've got 9 Pokeballs and 1 Great Ball. May need a few more than that, especially for catching the Heracross. I don't know, is it not the same as just smoking a plant? Well, I'm not... Only 75? Really? What the hell? Do I need 15? At least sell half. About half. It's half that I can get. And then I can only buy Pokeballs here. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Let's get 5 more. Knowing how bad it's going to be. Because of reasons, for the fact that we're not playing Crystal or the remakes, I'll get both Pineco and Heracross on the same run. I didn't fight you before. This better not go horribly wrong. But as I was saying, I can't get the both of them in as Eddington. I can get one, not the other. Yeah, that's one of them. The other one's not available in the town. Nor is it going to be my MVP at all. It's not going to have much of a chance. Because the 5 moves in Gen 1 are already limited, and it's limited to what it has. And the only normal damaging 5 moves I get is Rock Smash. Which I was joking about that. Yes. Again, 1 move of Nightshade and it does a bit better. How long is it going to take for us to find a Sandshrew? That was supposed to be the cue for you to just present one to me immediately. And then for me to act surprised and not make it seem like I predicted it. No. No. I staunchly refuse. Okay, so it's here 30% of the time, and yet I must get a 10% potato before it. Next, I'm not even gonna say it, because then it will actively happen. Okay, Geodude's also 30%, so that's absolutely fair, but... Oh, that's the part I wasn't gonna say out loud, in that we were gonna get a 5% Onyx before we actively got the Sandras. Because of course, the HM user that I want won't appear until now. I don't know how much HP it's got, but I have Constrict, which is a truly terrible move. Someone said that that's all it did. Which is fucking funny. I'm too used to the newer games. Nah. You bastards! It genuinely broke free. I'm not saying it was a guaranteed catch, but you went for the whole 3 rounds and still decided no. Don't try and be like those legendaries that will forever just break out immediately, and then one time will go for free, break out, and then the next ball just go back to breaking out immediately. I don't know how high it is. Knowing me, I was gonna find one that was gonna have so low health that it was potentially just gonna have it faint. By now we have the Mon. And let us go into the town, heal up, and buy a headbutt. And see how long it takes for us to find a pine cup. Now it gets me, now we get to the point of me being able to talk about the headbutt mechanic. Specifically, in that there's 2 sets of trees, or 2 or 3 depending on which area it is, for the chances of a battle of either it's one that have like sets of trees that are like a moderate chance of battle, and the group that's in the low chance. Problem is that quite a few of the mons that show up in one often show up in the other, specifically the bugs. All I do know is that if this was Crystal, then we would be able to just find Heracross 80% of the time in the low chance of battle one, but because this is going server, I have to use that 30% for the moderate chance. And I don't even know if that's going to happen, because we can still encounter a Caterpie, Butterfree, or an Execute. And because all of the trees look exactly the same, I don't know which ones are gonna be which. Because I could be sitting around here forever trying to find one Pineco and not find it fucking anyone. So let's see how long it takes for us to get a 30% pine cone. Knowing that we could just end up finding the one, well, the headfoot tree that has a low chance of appearing. But like I said, using none of the same ones. The only way we would know is if we somehow find a metapod in this tree. If we do find it, then we're using the wrong one. Does it? Do I have to actively go into here? What do you mean can't use it here? Oh, is it just these 4 trees only? Oh, come on. That's really dumb that it can't even be these trees, just these 4. Because in Hard Gold and Soul Silver, it's all of the trees. All the trees can be head built, at least the ones that you can literally walk up to, so not the ones behind them. But that's stupid that they made specific headbutt trees. Yeah, it's an execute. Here's on both of them. They'll make it so that you can get an execute in Johto easier than in Kanto. Because in Kanto, you have to wait until the fucking Safari Zone. And that's like all the way in the future. And get in here. Now. I'm also gonna have to look up Pineco's moveset at this level. Of level 10 to see if it has self-destruct. If the page is wanted to load, that is. Which it isn't. Because it's stuck on Gen 9 where it gets self-destruct by level 9. Oh, it fucking does as well. Tackle, protect, self-destruct. And also, I have another cold somehow. And I'm trying to. I've got a blunt nose and it's horrible. Oh, we got one! But I don't know what the chances are. Yeah, it's another one. I don't have the clip for that where it's GJ Khaled just goes, another one. So this is honestly a worse version of Abra Teleport because because at least in that you know that you have one chance in this. I don't know how many I have. And so arguably what I should have done to give myself as many chances as possible is put Butter up front to put it to sleep, which, not a fun fact, stance conditions do not affect catch rate in this game. They don't. They do in later games, and I don't think they do in Gen 1 either. I know in Gen 2 they don't. So your tactics of using Spore on your opponent every time? I mean, that happened again. We managed to get one ball. 3 times shake. And it did not want to work. And it went kaboom. I mean, it's a good thing I have this. I did save before it. Because I know now. I don't know if that means that this tree resets and it's not gonna be the same as before, or whether that's just programmed in from the beginning, but you're gonna have to find out. Ain't no.com absolutely just swapped. I guess now I do figure out that if it says nothing, then in most cases that just means, in a lot of cases, it is the low one. Look, kind of thing, I'm only gonna catch you if you end up being a shiny. Which in this game is so unlikely that it's not gonna happen, and I've already used my shiny lockup for today because I caught a shiny Voodoo earlier on Pokemon Infinite Fusion. Not even on stream, just in one of my own personal files. Just out of nowhere because I was trying to catch it for the decks. And it was attached to a Pidgeotto. But I've done it since it's not evolved yet, knowing that it will... Oh, okay, well that... I know that it's not that tree, because like I said, if I found the Metapod. Oh, another one. I'm gonna find just canopies, and I was able to find an execute in the previous one. Part of me is one say it's either unlucky or this one actively just is another rare one because 65% chance, but then 50 is also high. And like I said, I won't know until I encounter that 15. Yeah, okay, this one is a rare one as well. So at least I know for two of them that it's not 1R1, but then it just leaves a 2 up here. And whether or not it could actively just still be this one, I don't know. But it's not, because you don't know until you encounter that one Pokemon that's on it. Okay, this one is still it. Does that mean it protects it from sleep powder? Oh, it does. At least I get several turns of it. Potentially several turns of it not blowing up. Does also mean there's gonna be another female added to the team. It's gonna be a team of 3 females already. Normally, what ends up happening is it's the other way around and I struggle to get female team members because it's 50-50. But the game's deciding let's be the opposite. It likes to make its shell thicker by adding layers of tree bark. The additional weight doesn't bother it. Just saying, it is blue there. Yeah, that is blue. And then at some point they made it green, like on a sort of green that's trying to be a blue, but not the turquoisey stuff. Like kind of a light blue that's trying to be green. And then they just made it like desaturated green or something. Oh, are you saying that because your name now doesn't work because it's female? Well, you're gonna have to come up with another one before I use my unoriginal name. The actual way of spelling fortress. And there's a name rate in Golden World anyways. And also the channel points thing. So unless you can come up with another one in about 15 seconds, that's what the name is going to be. Oh, so you're relying on ChatGPT now, you lazy cunt. Come up with it yourself and don't rely on something that somehow has more information than a lot of people and yet it's still dumber. Well, that's 15 seconds is up. And so now I can add Pineco to the team. And may have to enlarge the sprite a bit. Yeah, that's good. So, Fortress. Attack, open check, self-destruct. They're not exactly going to line up and be exactly as to how they are in this game, because those are the crystal sprites that, well, are animated when you see them in battle. At least facing you. You still spelled it wrong. There was... Where did you find the I? Now you can't even find the Y. God, you got terrible at spelling. Okay, so 18 attack, 26 defense, shocker, equal special, and an 8 speed. It's gonna have to annoyingly be another mon that, it's gonna have to be switch trained at this rate. Learn to spell properly. It's on the screen. Yeah, it's not in such a way that you can type it, but well, not type it, but copy and paste it. But it's done large enough so that you can see all of the individual letters. Because at this rate now, you're just being a spammer. I'm gonna send this egg back. Ah, there we go. So I'm on the route. I'm on Route 33. And it's so small of a route. This is all it is. This is honestly on the level of Route 1 from X and Y. It's that short, but at least this one has encounters. Luckily, 30% of the time on the high chance of battle, is a Heracross. But I'm not going to know if it's a high chance one, because it can act at the same time as moderate. And the Heracross is the only determining factor, because Spear and Apalm, which also appear in the high chance, or the headbutt tree. Yeah, they appear in the regular one as well. As like the only two mons I can get, so I sort of have to just hope and pray. Oh, did I? Fuck. What, a copy pasta that I made myself and knew was gonna have errors in it. Good thing I can change it. Although actually, why is it not up? It's done it correctly on here. Why is it not updated? Unless I copied it incorrectly, because I know that did. Right. I'm not seeing it. Where's the if? Where are you seeing type overlap if allowed? It is allowed. But that specifically means even if it's single typed or if there's two mons of the same typing, like, you know, water and ground, which would happen if I did a water type run or even a ground type run in Emerald. That type of type overlap. If you just, like, it's inevitable. Not like every single mon has to have a different type combination, is what I'm trying to say. Because in the early gens, that's hard to avoid. In the newer ones, absolutely. So that's what I try and strive for. It's for all of them to have a different secondary type, or at least have one be monotyped. That's what I mean. Because no doubt, because I think I've seen some extreme ones that are like, even in a type only run, you can't have two mons that have the same dual typing. Well, too bad, because mine's either going to have one or the other. And then most likely it's going to be Sizzle, because Sizzle's a lot more useful. Fortress gets no steel moves, no bug moves, nothing. Great for explosions. I have the ones that I wrote. Does it really count being the dictator if well, I guess I did write them myself, knowing they were flexible to change. Okay, this is not a corrupt government situation. No, you're forgetting I'm Gen Z as well, so that's Gen Z revolting against itself. That's just infighting. You're wondering why I'm not changing for finding any of the trees? These are the only trees I have! And I don't know which one's which. I'm not gonna know. That high chance, but that doesn't mean much at all. How am I a Nepa baby Gen Z? How does that work exactly? How in this case? I'm not like Jaden Smith or something, or like those that have actor parents that are. I am not in that camp at all. Or are you just finding buzzwords to try and use against me? Can't I get an encounter? finally. Napalm is not helpful when Ambipalm does not exist. Well, no, I have no connection to the royal family, which is technically German anyways and has ties to Greece. And, well, at one point did America, but then they broke away from the royal family, so... I have no connections. Are you just saying that because... Actually, no, I don't know why you're saying that. Unless you're gonna try and say that my Germany would just be Gunther or something. Yeah, see, I saw that earlier and I thought, is that a mistake? It's blonde. The light is not helping. I understand the beard part is definitely ginger, but this bit on the top, that's blonde. But yes, as I was saying, the Sphero is asleep before I even put any sleep powder on it. No, none of that 30%. Even though we found 2 Napalms, and yet no Heracross, even though Heracross is 30%. Napalm's only 20. We don't have a 20 or 30%. I don't even know if I have the one for like 50% pain. I know I've got one for 5% pleasure. But I don't know which one is which until I find that Heracross. Until the Heracross is found, I just have to guess. Because the game does not outright tell you. Just hope and pray. Physically move it? No, it just shakes. Ugh. I'm gonna have to get back at tissues. I'll be a minute. Still not about that fucking Heracross. Where is it? How are they gonna be a strong one? It's like level... Oh no, it's gonna be level 10 actually. Sorry, I'm too used to the remakes where it's like between levels 3 and 5. And they do make it work for it, but it's a lot better than that one. Because you get a female Heracross in that one. And Whitney's Pit's easy. Is it just the Sphero that's asleep? It doesn't help that the Spear's what? It's 8% or 50%. So it's either half the time or over half in the entirety of the time. In such a way that I'm not gonna know which one it is. Because that's always the worst part. You don't know which one it is. Until that mon appears, I won't. I know it was going to be somewhat painful catching the mon, because Heracross is not easy, but I didn't think it'd be this much of a pain just to find one. Not even like it's a 5% chance, or the Yanba coming up, where it's a 1% chance on one round. That's gonna be pain. That's not even gonna be any good because it can't become the end maker. And the end maker is so good. Just give it up already, Jesus. We've been about an hour. The most I have done is beating one gym and the viral letter right after it. Or one of them on the infield team, but still haven't actively gone further than halfway through Onyx Forest. So we have done a lot and yet have barely gone anywhere. Oh, I can spam A as much as I like game. Get me this Heracross and I will leave. The worst part is that it says, like I said earlier, and I'll say that over and over again. It says high chance on Wikipedia. That doesn't say what the high chance is. It can't, the fact that it's between moderate and high. And it doesn't say how high the high is. And with it only being 2 trees, somehow it's a lot harder to find than the pinecone tree from earlier. This is fucking ridiculous. But I can't manipulate it in any way. It's just RNG. Finally, she batted my head against the tree. Because even though it says the Pokemon use the head, but I like to still think it's me. After a certain point. Yes, it is still over worse than fishing, because at least in that you're more guaranteed to at least have an encounter than this. So when it happens with us, it says nope, nothing. Just pain. Even before doing this, makes it count as a separate tree. I don't know if it does, but I know some games are like that. But if you go from a certain angle, it's totally different. How have I not had an encounter in so long? What the hell? Do not be saying that for some reason at night it's less likely to even appear. I don't know if that actively is the case. Whether it mentions anything about that, I don't know. Just, it says the encounter rate and table of each tree, depending on the tree's index and player's ID number. At no point can I attempt to make any good calculations from that. So might as well be random. How the fuck can I head for this many trees and have no encounters? But look, head for these 2 trees so many times and not a single thing has fallen out of it. Unless everything has fallen out of it and it's just low Pokemon sleep around the tree so small that I can't see it. I don't know if you're going from one round to another world. But what are these encounter tables? Because clearly it's fucking awful. Finally! And it's for a mon that I've seen so many times. And yet I will point out that the Heracross has yet to appear, and I just have no clue which one it is. But it's just me being unlucky. No Sparrow, this is ridiculous. Why did they make it so that there's only 2 trees I can use? That just gives me a lot less options. That has given me nothing. I'd love to check him what was within the space of my hands. Is there anything a bit more of that way I can't see on the webcam? This Heracross does not exist! I think is what we have proven right now. It doesn't exist. How can it actively say around 33 on Gold, Silver and Crystal on the high chance of battle tree that it has a 30% chance. Yeah, fuck off, does it? At least if this was crystal, I wouldn't have to worry about it. But even if some weird way I still had to, I would know. Because the moderate chance of battle has an Ekans in it. So at least I would know from that. But I can't know this. And no one's on the other side either. I've got no one to talk to. And I spam A. Being really bored. I can't get one Heracross. By this, I was already able to find 2 Pinecone. By the time that I have still not found a Heracross. Why must you forsaken me? Clearly the data's gone wrong in Bulbapedia, or I'm just unlucky. Because no way can Acorn be less common than Heracross and yet appear this much. I will stare at it again. 20% on either tree. And yet why have I encountered so many more Acorn? This is ridiculous. This feels worse than the random encounters on the ground. At least I'm actively moving around, and if I'm spamming one button, swapping the cages, swapping between the 2 trees, hoping I find something. But I just have found Spearows, and then the occasional Apom over and over again. Like, how am I this unlucky? I'm just gonna relax on my chair until I can find one. I'm sorry that it makes it look like I'm just being lazy. What else am I meant to do? Because all I can do is wear my A button. And then how on the screen it shows it that I'm spamming it. As much as I'm willing to. On the level that I still haven't found it, and at some point I'm just gonna have to reset. But no, it's not one of those. It's so unlucky that this is fucking ridiculous. High chance about on my arse. Fuck you, Spira. You're not even needed to be this high. There's already a gift Spira that is someone else's that is so good for this game that you are not necessary to be found in the wild. I wish that was even a joke. That's no joke. Any of the Spira in this game is really good, so good. It makes every other Spira pointless. How long have I been just trying to get this one Heracross? It feels like half an hour. But now that it's only like 15 minutes, but because I'm barely doing anything, it feels a lot longer than that. It's just the worst part of nothing when it appears just so suddenly. Okay, yes, at least then I know that it's not it, but why is it gotta be so hard for me to find something and find the one bug? I don't even know if soft reset would help. The only reason I did it for the Pineco is because I needed the Pokeballs. But I've not had a chance to use them when I can't even encounter the Heracross in the first place. I mean, to my knowledge, it's not like some Pokemon that have a chance to escape or run away or even flee. Which was a really annoying mechanic. And the only reason why I remember this is because I'm pretty sure Eddie and Snubble have the possibility to do that. Well, there could be more, but no. I know Raw exists as well, that doesn't help. Oh yeah, Fampy does as well randomly. Can I please get this Heracross? Like, I'm not even doing what I normally would do when trying to see if I can get one with a good ability and or nature. I just want an Heracross. Yeah, that's proving to be very difficult. Oh my fucking god! I hope someone has not been keeping a tally of how many Spearow I've encountered. This is ridiculous. I still don't know which one's the high encounter one. The high chance of battle one. Is it? Am I being told a line? It's saying that the Heracross cannot actively be found here. Because it says it's in Gold, Silver, and Crystal. And yet I can't find it. So is Bulbapedia lying to itself? Or am I really unlucky? Even though it mentions 33. And I will look around and be like, there are no other trees. These are the only two on Route 33. And before you say anything about the ones over here, that's a Xenia Town music. I'm just gonna find a way to pray and hope that went on for so long that somehow soft resetting helps. Oh, that would have been so funny if the first encounter was an actual Heracross. Okay. The game's not going to be that fortunate, now was it? I feel like this hasn't done much, or it just take away the time I wasted in game. So whilst I'm still pressing A and wanting to fall asleep, how have your guys' day been? Because mine was very unproductive, honestly. Like, it was, I played a bit of Souls the Old Republic. Not much, most of it was just leveling up some of my crew skills to like 600 and doing a bit of the Smuggler's Extended Story after the main one had already been finished. And trying to complete more of the decks in Infinite Fusion. So you're still shaking like the tree. I get headbutt every time. That's what this has become, and the fact that there's no shiny anywhere makes it worse. I can only assume how uncommon the right one is that the left one has to be the high encounter one, but this Heracross does not exist. See? It doesn't! How is it this rare? Okay. You're just throwing that term around a lot, and also at no point did I say I was expecting a shiny. More, it would be funny if there was one. And you are forgetting that I have had one shiny on stream months ago. I've never had a legitimate Gen 2 random encounter shiny because that uncommon it is. It says it's 8,192, and yet I found quite a few more in Gen 3 than I have in this game. Like, I know Gen 2 I managed to hatch a shiny Magpie, and I feel like that's the only other shiny I've ever had, and then just a Gyarados. Even though a lot of the Gen 2 shinies look amazing, trying to get them is not fun. I know it's not exactly the one that I played. Oh, wait, no, I don't actually know. I did have one file that was a randomizer, and I found shiny Mina and Male randomly. I think I still have the file somewhere. But it's just the game that I don't exactly play them as commonly. Because a lot of time, if you end up wanting to play Gen 2, you just play Heart Gold Soul Silver. I guess that's what the remakes are for. In most cases, that's just the one you would want to play. Unless you want to go back to how it was in the 2000s. My everyone's gonna be so worn out. My most used bow. Oh, my shiny tree is very, very legend. Well, yeah, I've got. Over the years, I have shiny Pelipper, shiny Gigalith, shiny Nidoking, Luxray. Hold up. Imagine Victory Bell. Arbok. Bidoof. No, more. These are the ones I found, not just get ones like the Gibble and Dratini. Well, that's because in Legends Arceus, you get one in the story. So that would be why. If you mean for the flames, nah, blue flame pun turn looks great. Definitely does not look, grey does not work. Does it become purple? I suppose they were going to do blue flames, but they do blue flame dinner all the time. Which is why shiny M-Ball looks really good, even though I absolutely hate M-Ball. I think it's purple in this game. I know they made it grey, but I think it's purple. Yeah, I mean, you can just look up online, like, the shiny sprites for Gen 2. Very easily, so you can confirm for yourself. And how many they decided to change. Like the purple Charizard, because we couldn't have a Gen 3 game where he's Barney the dinosaur. Yes! I have checked Bulbapedia several times, and it states it. 30% of the time on a high chance of battle headbutt tree, and these are the only two trees on Route 33. And the page itself is not marked as like unsatisfactory or anything, because then you would know something is a bit wrong. So unless we're saying we'll be liars now. Well then I would be screwed, because I don't know which one is which. Because Heracross is in one of the two trees, and I don't know which one it is until he fucking appears. My other option is going through the Union Cave, go all the way to the other side, go for headbutt trees, or the ones that have a low chance of battle. But I don't think I would. Still, I think I would be in the case of I wouldn't even know. Yeah, actually, no, I'm looking at it. I wouldn't even know if I was at the right one, because I would still have to be dealing with Spearow and Apom at the same encounter rates. So going up north wouldn't actively change anything. Yes, I know there's further ones, like 42 and 43, but those are so far away compared to where we are. because 42 is right beside equity. And that also has the exact same problem. I mean, no, yeah. But different routes, and yet the headbutt encounters are the same. I'd still be seeing, like, still be dealing with Spearows, Napalms, and still not being able to know which one is which. There may be more headbutt trees, but that's just more chances of failure. Because at least, like I said with the Azalea one, I knew if it wasn't one. Because if I found the Metapod, then that would be helpful. And I would just know. It says it 20%, and yet I've encountered more Apons. Those are like 20%. So what gives? And yet I could not find one a lot easier than Heracross over, and the only difficult bit would be catching it. And this one I can't even find one. So either someone input the things incorrectly for this route, and no one picked it up, but actually I'm gonna check, let's see if there's another website that has this information, and see whether or not it says the same information. Because if there ends up being an error, okay, I'm looking on Cerebi.net, and it says for headbutt tree, but it says that there's a supposed special tree, that it's 8% and 20%, which is what it said on Wikipedia. Then it also says 50, 20, and 30 for a regular headbutt tree. But these are the only ones that work, because they're the only ones that can shake, and I can't access any more. And these are not going to work. It's a Azalea. So it's just these two. So so even on Cerebi, it's not going to work. And also Scott results into ChatGPT. I have never used it, never will. I refuse. I believe that's just called assault. Wait, hang on, I can do a headbutt tree calculator. I don't know how good it is, but it supposedly exists. I'm actively going to see if it is bogus or not. Well, I don't know how true this is. But it's saying the rare one is the one is from here. I don't know how it's doing this weird calculation thing because it's counting the stuff that I can't even access. I don't know how true it is. And this is on pokestats.gg. Supposedly the little one on the left is the one that I want. Supposedly. When it says 8%, normally like says it, but I don't know how true it is. It's just a website. But it does say it's based off the trainer ID. But is left ever wrong? Because you cannot say right is always right. Because if you only did right turns, then you would not really be able to go anywhere, you would just go in a circle. I suspicion that it being the left one may have actually been true. I guess I would be worried the A problem will come on the left one. I can only assume so. Oh, I know, the 8% of getting an encounter with the tree is not a thing. I can hit more with thunder than I can get an encounter with the tree. Or my luck tonight is being shit. It's a Monday. I'm not sure taking the advice of just not streaming because it's a Monday. But no, I need to... If I have the time to stream and feel like I actively want to, then I should. Well, you can do that by software saying which I've already had to do once with how long it went on for. And a few times I've already gone back like into Xenia and then back into Rally 3. And I feel like that does nothing, that's just superstition. You know, like Elden LR when you're trying to catch a Pokemon. I remember those. It did nothing, but it felt like you did something. Did you know? But have you ever caught it in a nest ball? We're gonna find the fucking Spearow. We're gonna find the shiny Spearow before this Heracross, aren't we? Why are you asking ChatGPT everything, Harry? Stop being a lazy twat. Stop relying on it. Because look where I am right now. I've never used it. Never will rely on it. And living a better life. Either though, or they just dumb as bricks. Because it does not know specifics. Only 4 hours a day. Only. If it helps in any way, we've not done any grinding in this stream yet, which is normally what makes these streams go on for so long. We are absolutely gonna have to do it. It's an inevitability. It's just I was hoping I was able to find the Heracross easy enough so that I could catch all of the mons in the fucking national park during the bug catching season. Not in the way that I'm thinking. Not really grinding to... It's more... Normally we'd be walking around or just trying to get somewhere. Because it's not like we're grinding something for experience. We're just trying to find an encounter. That's not grinding. But I would still rather do grinding than this. Because at least with grinding, my part of the excitement is getting new moves. This, I can't even do that. No, I'll tell you what is going to happen, Howie. We're going to find the shiny pink Heracross. At least I think it's pink in this game. I don't actually know if shiny Heracross is pink at this point. I know it becomes pink, but I don't know if it Gen 2 is. I don't know. That seems like what's gonna happen. We're gonna find the pink, the shiny Heracross. Oh my god, how is Apalm at 20% and still more common? Like, is this glitch or something? Does it actively... where does it... It does not mention that anywhere. It doesn't... I'm just saying, on the bloody... It does not mention that at all on here. It doesn't... It just says it no matter what. It does not mention day or night at all. Like... It surely would have to specify on Wikipedia if it could only be found in the night, in the daytime. Because where does it say? Unless it's within headbutt. It's not even in Gen 4 does it mention anything about the day. Unless it's the mountain group which is a thing. But that doesn't mention the day at all. So we're just severely unlucky. That's ChatGPT saying that, and I am not trusting it. Isn't only one tree per route at a time holds Heracross according to a post already from 13 years ago? Supposedly saying that if it has a Heracross and then it's common, then what the fuck? So is it saying that because the tree could be somewhere that is not here? Well, then why would it be saying? Unless because of my trainer ID, it's just gonna say it's not there. But then if I go to Route 32, like, does it have to be that the specific square has to have it? Meaning that it's just glitched and it won't appear? Because I absolutely can and will go all the way through to the other side. Also, yeah, I'm not trusting ChatGPT. I'm not trusting that. I shall defy the AI authorizing and just deny it. I will go through the dam in place again, the short cave at least. And I see on the thing that there is one tree. One potential tree. Not far from where the Pokemon Center is. Now if it's somehow based off of that instead of why is Heracross a server? Because it's specifically this one. So if this happens to have it, then that would be great. But of course, low chance of bowing, but at least it is something. It did say it was low chance.
Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper.
Nope. Why is it so fucking common? For me to have not even an encounter. I know it said red and got low. But the other location said high. So what the hell is the difference? But also does not help that if it's the case that one tree per hour at a time has a Heracross. And so I guess I'm gonna have to check the other one. Oh, actually no, I don't know if I can, because is it? No, it's not one. So what's the point of having a headbutt tree in that corner there that I can't even access? I mean, okay, at the same time, it isn't one. Are there any other? This is the only one that has it? The only one that I even have access to? Because there's another one that is blocked off by 2 other trees. But I just straight up, this is the only one that actively has it. Because there may be a tree that has it, that also has it, but it does not want to, it does not work. But more like, I cannot access it. God, why do they have to design Gen 2 this way? Like, I know there were some other decisions that went into it, and it'd be great with what we had, but with the headbutt tree, new mechanic, and it's fucking implemented terribly. I know they wanted to make the rare Pokemon feel rare, because that's what they did with Yellow, and in of all cases, where they made the rare Pokemon much more rare. They clearly wanted to do that with this one. Just saying it is. If 20 has died in my area, we've been going stream-wise about 2 hours 20 minutes. And the majority of the stream has been me trying to find a Heracross that doesn't exist. Oh, is it not bad now? Because our clocks went back so that we get, technically we get an extra hour of sleep, but I really just feel like nowadays it's not worth us having the daylight saving time stuff. Because originally it was, I'm pretty sure it was intended for farmers. But by this point, there is no point really in having it still. Especially when all it has done now is just made it so that it goes, well, it just goes darker even quicker. To a point where it's like pitch black by about 5 PM. Why is the reason? Because was it not originally for farmers? But why is the reason now? I wouldn't say it is. Maybe for you and your paradise where you don't have to potentially worry that someone's going to come out of the shadows and stab you. But you forget I live in England, so I could have it at any time. But I may be a very quick walker, and if I need to, I will bolt it. But someone's going to be faster than me. Yeah, but why does it seem like in the UK it's more like actually? If I ever think there's more knife crime in the US than in the UK, but it's the only thing the UK don't really has. Because we don't have guns as often. I don't know what the rate is per 100. I know at one point it was 6. Sorry. The cold is still affecting me. Huh. And what it's now doing is trying to make me spit out phlegm. And yet it's not happening. I didn't mean to do that. I don't know. But I was going off reading a Reddit post of like saying if it's only one for it to happen supposedly commonly, then it could just easily be worth having to check every single tree under the sun. And before we still find nothing. The only ones actually triple digits. Who knew it was this hard to get Heracross in this game? Who knew? Okay, put your bets in now. Are we gonna find the shiny eevee before the Heracross appears? Something like that. You're supposed to in on the joke and just say yes, because I feel like that's more common than this, right? Or at least more likely to happen. Honestly, that's been one of the most painful things trying to complete the Johto deck. Just the Johto deck. If a Heracross takes this long to find. Which is why Heracross over would make much simpler and much easier. But I'm wondering. On this way, I'm not even going to get all of the other stuff I wanted to do done as well. Like I said, I was wanting to do a lot of stuff to do with the national park. And I'm not going to be able to get there because Heracross doesn't exist. I know, I would have gone one, Heracross was over, and I would have gone to the fourth gym. Oh. It doesn't help that it tries to say that this is the only one I can access with it, but then another post saying there's only one per route. And that I still have to check each one. It doesn't make any sense. Especially imagine back in the day when this game first came out and you saw Heracross, maybe in the anime that had come out, only seen it in a guide. Would it have acted, you would not have known of like being able to where to find it exactly. Yeah. It was on Pokestats.gg 57041. And specifically gold. And now the page doesn't want to load. And it got loaded incorrectly. And it specifically states this one right in front of me. I don't know if it... That would be really weird if it was. But I only had to analyze this once before. But this is the only one that I have access to. Because there is at least another one. But there's a few that exist that I can't reach. Or there's two in between it. I mean, there most likely isn't that one. And even then, if I go onto the thing, it says this one is a low chance of outing for the one with the Heracross on it for just gold and silver. So it would make me think that it is this one. But because of how uncommon it is to get encountered in the first place. Well, now this one says something completely different. Because now it's saying that this one is the rare one. So where's the consistency at? Because they're saying, well, this one. And then also this one. And then there's one up here that I just about can access. Like Route 32 and 57041 for the train ID. Like, that is just not helpful that two completely different sites give me completely different information, so I have nothing to base this on. Especially when it highlights that red is the rare. The one with the Heracross on it. Okay, yeah, 8 and 20%, no matter what, it's just the case of the Spira. Am I really just that unlucky? Or is the game being unfair? They ain't fucking got one. At all. I don't know what the hell that is in actual terms. Of where that supposedly says on the map. Because it's saying that there's at least 2 and the one that I thought wasn't it? Well, because on the site that you gave me, bjandai.com, this tree is highlighted in red. For rare. Or did you not fact check your own website? The star will give rare hands at 80%. Down the road. Well, holy shit! And there's another female as well! All I'm saying is that it should not have been that hard to find one. How many times does that happen now? They shake for 3 times and break out of the ball on the first one. Names now. Come on, let's get names. If you have any names. Nope. Okay, what I was waiting for was for you to wake up. And then for me to put back to sleep. Nicknames for the Heracross. What do you think I meant? I normally do. Why would you just think I was just shouting nicknames? Not thinking that there was some point to it. that quickly? Okay, we got Carapace. Any others? You kind of like that. I know it's nothing like the aggregable, but it's just blue and more blue. And what the fuck are you made of? How did I have more luck with a Pokeball? This cannot be like Gen 1 where Great Ball is better than an Ultra Ball somehow. Well, what I'm gonna have to do for the last 4 is to put Heracross into the red, because putting it in the yellow has not been successful somehow. Because this is fucking ridiculous. I know the sleep does nothing, but I don't care, you'd think I'd be able to have something. How are you all forgetting that it wouldn't have worked because the Pineco was female? Okay, it's really not going to the yellow, into the red. Four left. You are forgetting that this is a Pokemon, and the only one that actively did that. Well, I think the other way around was. It could flee! Oh, fuck off. How was I going to bloody know that it could flee? And it took that long to flee in the first place? All of that effort! And for what? Spent so fucking long trying to find one, and by the time I do, almost all the Pokeballs is wasted, and then it runs away. How can they feel like that? Why is that thing? At least I know I can just go straight to it. See, that's happened twice now. The first ball I throw, and it does 3 shakes, just to not go in the ball. That's a risky thing, because it could have 36 HP exactly, or it survives on 1. And yeesh. Now let's find a dragonfly calculator. That was fucking bullshit. Okay, well, if it was, it says on the thing for Gen 2, it's, unless I'm thinking of anything that, oh, I know what it is I'm actively thinking of. It's everything that is not frozen and or asleep. So paralysis does not actively increase the calculator, but the percentage. So it is sleep, but that was originally right to do. But my misconception was all of them, not just, it's just sleep and frozen frozen would only work on a, like a 5-dive or something. That would honestly be it. But it's not like it goes up by that much, because it, well then again, it's like an 8%. 1 in 5. About 20, yeah, 21. But then if the great one, the one chance, be about 30%. It clearly didn't mean jack shit. But if I were to use a lure ball, it wouldn't matter. It's the same as. So it's still low. Because 1 in 5 clearly is not helpful to us. But especially not helpful if it just breaks out of one. Just not, well, not even a shake, just bang. How many times can it go on to shoot? It was so close. This is fucking ridiculous. Times in a row, man. Why is my lock? Why is it non-existent? Why is it doing 3 shakes and nothing? Oh, finally. This powerful Pokemon thrusts its prize horn under its enemy's bellies, then lifts and throws them. 4 for 11. Although how tall would it be without the headpiece? The horn. So it is actively taller than Lucario. 119 pounds, but I'm gonna go with one that you said earlier, how with Mirage Wing. I just like the name. I did not put in the right spot. Oh, it's gonna be hard to move. There we go. Unfortunately, the crystal sprite is much more of a richer navy blue compared to the one on the screen, where it's purple? Or is it more of a desaturated blue? What type of shade is it? I wouldn't know. But, yeah. No book moons, no flying moons. We are just completely out of luck. But that does mean both our mons were found at level 10. And we stream-wise, it's been going on for 3 hours. Which is fun. Still, at least with Heracross, it's not leading to a run. It does mean, well, it's gonna mean yet again the grind session is painful. Painful when you have no Thirster Seeker. The ability to rebattle trainers is so limited that you just have to rely on wild battles all the time.
That's how you do an evil laugh. Ciao for now.
Okay, that took a while to appear in the chat and sound alert. Do I not even? I don't think I have it just because I have it that much. I had it open, I'm guessing it disappeared. Oh, so that it's an extension of that. Okay, well, Precision at level 54 gets Mega Horn. Unfortunately, I feel like I'm gonna have to lay off on it not having Yuri Cutter. I think I only have one instance of it. Like, I wish I was, like, is, as of right now, the only one that can learn it. Can it be won multiple times? No. It's, like, this is the only one I get. But now I'm wanting to know who can get it. Leveling up is not gonna help. Because no, really? Is it really saying that no Pokemon can learn Fury Cutter via level up in Gen 2? Not one. Good job. Not one. How is that possible? It just straight up was not even a move. Well, if we go by events, then Farfetch'd and Skarmory had it. But it was a TM. So now I'm boned because they decided not to... They really decided to make it so Kyokura was not a move that just be learned naturally in Gen 2. So I'm even more boned than I was before. That sucks. And especially because many years from now, Mirage Ring's going to have Mega Horn. I don't want him to have Fury Cutter because then another mom will not be able to have it. Also, where do I get fucking Rock Smash from? Oh, going with the department store. Right. Okay, so I get the Golden Rod, and then the only properly damaging Fine Type move is in Golden Rod, and it's the only one that Heracross can learn in this game. The Brick Break does not exist. We can't get Submission. We can't get Karate Chop. I know there's... Okay, we can't get... was Rolling Kick even a field? Can't even get any of the Hitmon moves. Like... It really is going to be in the case of there's Earthquake as well. Which one can learn by them? How many of my bugs can learn that? because it's one TM, I don't know if one's going to be the best to use it. It really feels like it's going to be like me wanting to use return over and over again. But part of me wants is I can only get one return. But the thing is, does it actively state that? Well, yeah, well, especially doesn't help when I'm pretty sure it can. Can it? Like, it can get headbutt. It's like a weird replacement for it. I can't understand the one with him. Find the treasure chickens, you only give TM ones a week. Okay, so I can get it once a week and I just have to find a way to manipulate the game to get multiple, but otherwise my solution is headbutt, which I think is not worth it, because horn attack is not that much less than headbutt, so it would just be for the others. But my god, this stream has been so draining, and because of how long it's gone on for, I'm not just going to save it now. What I'm going to do is save all of the national bug catching contest shenanigans for the next stream, and just have the stream entirely be the Heracross art. And also, if you're still there, I want to remind you, if you have not checked the schedule, the next Elden Ring stream is the day before Halloween, and I don't have any plans to stream on Halloween, mainly because, annoyingly, the day right after it, I have an early shift, and I was planning on using Halloween itself to watch 4 different versions of Halloween. That's specifically the movie Halloween, as in the first one that doesn't have Jason Voorhees as the main villain, and all of the remakes, which there might be 3, but more or less just because I thought it'd be fun. Which is kind of how Halloween as a series ended up like the original series. Enough get 10 films and have Jason Takes Manhattan, because at that point it was ridiculous and they could have just stopped, but they didn't. Oh, and also I should mention Rock Smash is truly terrible in this game, because was it 3 or 4 that they boosted, well, they doubled it, so it was 40 base power, which is the same as quick attack, and yet in this game it's 20, which, yes, is double a constrict and the equal of a bubble, but that's not helping me. This is why trying to play the older games is so limited, and why you'd be better off just playing fan games, well, fan versions of the older games that give your mons better movesets. Well, actually, I'll just highlight it. I've mentioned Crystal Clear before. Just play that if you really want to play Gen 2. Because it's upgrade improved and is basically open world. It just straight up is better. It's literally playing Crystal, but enhanced. Mainly because you can catch every single Pokemon within the Johto decks within that game. And when I say Johto decks, basically the national decks, all 251, all of them. And you can have custom style with 20 plus options, and choose if you want to sign Kanto or Johto. So it is just better in every single way. For my sake, I'm doing the original and showcasing how painful it is for once alone. It was bad enough. Like, on paper, they really do seem great. And then you try to use any of them. You realize, oh wait, I have to go this far without being able to evolve it, even though it's a bug? Or I have to hope I get good chances with this low encounter rate, or I have to do this event in-game manipulate time several times. And do lots of grinding. I know others have that. But it feels worse than this one. This honestly really does feel like it's my most painful challenge so far. Even though based off how the first two gyms have gone, it doesn't look like it. But trust me, it will. Because if you remember how many parts the Hard Gold playthrough was with Psychic types. Well, that was because by that point some of the Psychic types were not great. I mean, I was having to use the Giraffe, which was great in Gen 2 for normal time. And then it just lagged behind, and then Zartu was not good. And then I had to wait until post-game to to do the Pokemon Avalon, I'm pretty sure. Just so I could get a Water Stone. Possible. Starmie. It was painful. I think I mostly did Psychic then to prove that, trying to prove that despite the nerfs, it was still a good type to use. And I mean, yeah, it's just the problem of Psychic TM is not exactly common, and it's very late, so you just stood with like Confusion. I think I don't know if that one I was using or not, because I want to say yes, because I was also trying to hunt for a lucky egg, which I did a whole video for, a time lapse of it, with like multiple fast-paced songs, or one to do with speed or something, trying to get a lucky egg, and it just took way too long. I mean, granted I didn't have combat knives. That was because I didn't think about the time about it. It's still my longest proper series I'm gonna give a shit about, because I didn't give a shit about when I did a full-out full modded run. I had no idea why I thought that was just a good thing. I mean, the only thing I can remember from it was when I was in the Far Harbor DLC, and I tried to get through the door, and the game just crashed several times. You know, I much prefer the Raider Ultimate on Survivor difficulty. That was the first time ever playing Survivor difficulty on Fallout 4. I don't recommend it. Oh, Jesus Christ. I was doing it with Raiders, but I know I had Ricky criticizing me for being like, well, this stuff's not Raider. Well, I was trying to have it so that the only, like, food and stuff, you know, y'all from anyone else, but armor I could only find from Raiders. And so it's like, if they had the proper combat armor stuff, then I would use it. Otherwise, it was mostly greater and metal. Rough. The occasional leather. And oh my god, trying to do some of the story, especially that tower thing with that rocket launcher. No. That was just awful. I'm just gonna do something very cool. I'm gonna see if any of my mons can learn at least Thunder Punch, be leveled up. Oh, of course Ledian can, but I'm actively not wanting to use a Ledian. Oh yeah, it would be helpful in this game, but it's on 55 special attack. No, I'd rather not. Like, my team's not gonna be able to be any good until I can get Sizzle. Because I didn't, my main, like where they are in the part, that's not far to get a Cypher, because at least that's the same power-wise as the Heracross, but it's probably not. And so it feels like I'm gonna have the time overlap. I mean, especially if I already... I mean, surprisingly, the 4 mons I am using... well, one's Pure Blood, one's Poison, one's Fire, one's Flying. It's not going to take long until I get another Blood fight in the form of Venomoth, which I think stats-wise, pretty sure is overall better than Butterfree. And now I'm having to check with my millions of tabs. No, that is correct. 415 compared to... Do they actually have the same? Or was that... Okay. No, in this game, it's 80. And Venomoth is still 90. So yeah, Venomoth is actually better. So I feel like my final team might have to be Heracross, Pizzle, Venomoth. I want to say Ariados. Maybe Pinsir, or is that just going to be too similar to Heracross? If we want to go by stats, then they're basically the same, because Yanma's not part of it, but I really do feel like it's going to be Venomoth, Pizzle, Heracross, my main 3. I don't want to use a Yanma, I'm going to catch it, obviously. But not use it, and also we're nice that we're gonna have the policeman fights. Insert relevant thing about ice. We know. But that's only because I'm even though I'm gonna get a shuffle. Because of how the plants are. I know that I could, but it would just be so slow. Yes, Height coverage of rock. If it was Armado, it would be a whole lot better. And why do you have a level 17? Level 17 Growlithe, I didn't know you had that. And I didn't even get to blow up. I genuinely did not know you had this. At no point was I thinking you have a Growl. And that was a critical hit. Oh, no, I'm gonna faint. Heracross, Fizzle, Animorph, Pinsir. I know you're thinking Fortress and goes out as a critical. You'd be thinking that, but Fortress has no Seal moves, basically no Bug moves, it's just there for defense. That's all it would mean to be there for. Legend Sizzle can do. Can be defense whilst also playing offense. Keith, why'd you have to be an arse? Oh, 6, I'm trying to still calculate. Fizzle, absolutely. Sizzle and Heracross. And then Venomoth as the third. And then most likely he's just gonna have to end up being Pinsir. Most likely Fortress. Do I really want to... I probably want to consider Ariados or something. And then Ariados may have to end up being Shoko annoyingly. By my protests. Just the grinding is gonna be immense. And somehow I've got, well, it'll be a lot more helpful when I get the experience. I know where it is, no, I know what to do for it. That doesn't mean I'm gonna enjoy it. It's not gonna enjoy it more than what I had to endure with the Heracross trees. And it really is just, it's gonna be unfun for catching contest. I mean, I already know the form I'm gonna have to, yeah, because I'm also gonna have to catch. But I'm gonna be that person that I want to catch the Weedle specifically to level that all the way up to a Beedrill, just to not use it. Because I'm pretty sure Beedrill is not gonna be helpful, and it's gonna be the same type in as Venomoth anyways. Okay, yes, I know Twin Needle and Pin Missile exist as bug moves. Is that really going to be the most helpful thing in the world? And it is one to use Sludge Bomb, which is not, it's only good against grass types. It's not like layer games. Why is it that a lot of the TM moves that it has in Gen 1, they couldn't just put that in its level moveset, and it doesn't get any new moves that actually point, and it gets so little. And then what is the point? It's just I'm retaking a look at Fortress and yeesh! It's terrible. Entirely normal moves. Like attacking normal moves. Why did they make it just so bad? Oh, we can get pin missile via breeding. Why? Because that's the only Pokemon we can even get. Because they can't get Fury Cutter. Why did Game Freak do this, and why do people tell them it's the best games, and why did IGN decide to do that at one point? Did they not research the games at all and realize that if you're a bug type lover, then trying to use an entire team of them is suicidal? But just wait until Gen 5, but then you're also still screwed over in some way because Novesta exists and the good moves that Volcarona does get on until very late. And also you have a Lever Annie, which is great, but it's as strong as a twig. Because okay, what I'm going to do is have enough power to get to where you can start the ball catching contest and then end it there. I know the stream's not as action-packed as I was wanting it to, but blame Game Freak for not designing the Heracross trees well, just the rare ones. And why is it another fire type? How was I going to know beforehand I was going to have to deal with these? The only one that is neutral to them is fucking Choco, and he's nowhere to be seen around here. So just a fire type and I am ruined. As long as he would be able to be able to sort of grass. This grass is terrible in this game. I mean, at least I would have options like Bug does. Of course the one that gets brought out is Faction. Not anyone else. Points of them. Yeah, with grass, okay, I'll be able to have a Bellsprout, an Oddish. I can't even say I would even have. Actually, no, I'd have powers, but that might well not be an option. And Sunkern is not even accessible until later on. Any more of a grass? Or is it just because I... But yeah, it's just not working grass. Despite me saying that, it really isn't. That's why I did grass and emerald, because there is no grass specialist. And it does rather well with rock being the first gym. And you have variety. Okay, yes, you're starting as pure grass, and it should really be grass and dragon, because why it's the only one that's pure typed when the other two get secondary one, I don't know. They could have known that just have to be grass and dragon, it would be the first. You know, before the long neck executor. We get options, the color. You get an early grass and water, bright moon. You get 2 grass and dark lights. Oh, god damn it. And you use defense kill as well. Of course I would miss sleep powder. Right when I needed it to hit. Why is that lock? Non-existent one. Oh, really? You managed to hit? And it was a critical. I'm going to lose my entire team to a map. Yeah, I actually am. It hit all 5 times. All 5. Oh, and he used defense kill again. Oh, the game took extreme pity on me with that. And that was only 186. That would have been like way more in the later games. Well, I'm already having to walk back. Running shoes have not been invented yet. Also, Hong Kong says if you sword more to the left for that, rather than just essentially being straight on. But that one mount, you got that many fucking rollouts off. And one of them wants to create. That's just a foreshadowing of how bad Whitney is going to be. Can I try that again without some death? It's really weird that I had one fully evolved Mon and the rest are really far away, or at least feel like it, or I have one that can't. Pikachu! Should I really think I should? Surely it's guaranteed no matter what. It really does feel like even before when I'm gonna have to somehow get the team to about level 24. Always having said that, I'll when can evolve. Still not the rest, because the rest are like 30 or something. At least one's 31 and one is 30. Then, why is there an evolution level actually? I don't remember. Okay, 31, so about level 31, my entire team will be fully evolved. That seems so far away. In any other game, that wouldn't be so bad. That would just be about 13 levels. But with how slow this game is, oh yeah, I want to say you're 5, at least you are. I don't remember. For this game, 11 levels is such a long ways away. So I personally do not believe like ones of all the best Pokemon games ever made. Nor are the remakes, which people normally say the remakes are. And then I'll just give you certain issues like, do you want to use a Toga Kiss to get Toga PA? Well, you're not going to be able to until you have 16 badges, so you can use Rock Climber and find one. That's just one of the many, like, certain baby Pokemon that you think would be possible to get within Johto? No. A lot of the Johto Pokemon are still in Kanto from Gen 2. They did nothing to really change the Battle Frontier. While the new Safari Zone is cool, the fact that it takes that long to sort out and eventually becomes really monotonous and tedious. And nothing's really done to fix the gym leaders' mons overall. Because Jasmine, I'm pretty sure, still has been the same. No Skarmory, no Sizzle, nothing. I mean, I know how long this will definitely trying to make use of Crystal, but if you're taking a bit more, it still kept it exclusive. They could have made it so it was easy to get Kingdra, the only new dragon. And at some point, it just becomes nitpicks. Like, how far do we want to go for the nitpicks? Okay, the music is great. I'll absolutely give you that. The GB player to put everything as if it's in Game Boy Sound font, even for original stuff, is cool. Having extra routes, that is cool. More Pokemon are at least usable. You can get what, free eggs, good gifts at least on the start. Still didn't do anything for making it so that Jigglypuff was usable. And neat Toad are a lot more usable, but that was the nature of the physical special split, so that wasn't entirely, not really be attributed to just Pokemon Soul Silver. That was more Diamond and Pearl doing that. Definitely gave me a lot more stuff to do in Kanto, especially Gym Leader rematches. That was cool. Oh, you're the one with the Voltorps. That is bad that I'm level 12 and I couldn't one-shot a level 2 Voltorb. I want to say they didn't do the most for like certain ones with level movesets at all. I mean, I'm wanting to just check Fortress because I want to learn. Okay, they did actively give it a lot more. I mean, Mirror Shot's a thing, even though visual they download Morgan's Alley. It does get booked by. So yeah, they definitely give it more stuff, but a lot of it could just be attributed to bad. Okay, yes, Broken Alpha is cool. I'm just gonna overall say Back to Winter is better. I mean, for as much as good as I can still say that has problems, like you can't use all 7 evolutions in the story because the Mossy Rock and the Ice Rock aren't into post game. Even though they made it so the Leaf Blade on Leafeon is obtainable on level 45, and I think they made it so that unless it was only until Gen 6, Hopefully I can get a Flare Blitz. The creation of them is the High Dragon was just not possible, and they still made it so that you couldn't get hit more. May not have been into a post game, which is still weird. It's a pure fire type in your car. Oh yeah, the Pokestars Junior, not everyone was going to explore that. It's a skippable tutorial named at the beginning of the game. That doesn't help anyone. And then I think you can't even catch the Legendaries until the post game. And also some of the TMs are really late. Post game exclusive, like Earthquake. I want to say Earthquake. I know there's a few more, but the fact that they cannot be obtained in the game, well, until post game, and even then, some TMs you'd think would be, or having said that, Mons can learn moves, but not all of them can learn with them. Okay, oh my god, you have Magma. How am I meant to get past you? Okay, I guess like that. Yes, today is not that day. But I'm gonna save it now at 10:30. 3 hours VOD-wise, and all I can say is I can only apologize so much for how much this stream was me trying to find a Heracross, because I thought it would be on the easy side, but because of how the game programmed it, it wasn't. And so I'm gonna leave all of the national park for catching contest shenanigans until, actually let me check the schedule. Not there, but here. Okay, until the 1st of November. And that'll be the day after doing a 7 till 3 as well. By the time the stream starts, I would have been up for 12 hours. No. 14 hours. No. 13 and a half. That would have been 5 p.m. 5 a.m. Even before that, we've got another Self-Fusion stream in 2 days' time. And Elden Ring. And then it will be able to go back to normal after Wednesday. Yes, I know on there it says 11 and it's half an hour short, but yes, 5 p.m. for when I wake up on that day, because on that Saturday I have a 7 a.m. start, but I get up at like 5:15, half 5. God, this stream was worse than I wanted it to be. Half of it was my fault, relying on information on Wikipedia. But then also it wasn't the best, because I don't know if it specifically wanted to mention, like, it's only on trees that are not what you'd think they would be. Especially because in-game, the game does not tell you which trees are which. You just have to figure it out. But you can't really do that, because then you sort of just have to hope that the rare spawn appears. But that's the only indicator. And it's a Heracross. A new mon. Yes, we did get 2 captures, but there's gonna be time travel shenanigans in the next stream of this, and so much grinding before Whitney's even a thing. Like, yes, we'll have a proper 4 team of 6, and pretty much the entire team will be laid out, and it will be like a chore to get the team to like 20 or something, or at least in such a way so that Ariados, well, I can get an Ariados, and the rest are roughly the same level. But, well then, I need to just relax and not get so worked up about this. And then enjoy the next stream afterwards where we are near enough close in buying self fusions because we have that Lucario doing well. So let's be on the easy coast compared to this. But yeah. Till then, ciao for now. And maybe, just maybe, it will be 4 hours of grinding where I will be able to enjoy myself a bit more and not wanting myself to be stabbed. And there's Twitch TOS going, nope, you can't do that, you just mentioned self-harm, get the fuck out. Right, how many times I've already sworn. The problem is they I don't know if they would. Because they always used to joke back in the day that there was a Twitch intern watching me, making sure I didn't say anything too controversial. I don't know if that's still true. I always want to say yes, but that would mean they'd have to have millions of Twitch interns with how many streams happen on Twitch every single day. So, ciao for now, turn here for a different Pokemon stream in 2 days, and then Elden Ring right before Halloween. I won't be streaming on it because I'm watching movies. Because we called Halloween. Ciao for now. Right, now do that again. Just because my eyes decided to just shut for no reason. Ciao for now.